So today I have my Eldlich branded deck. It's got some spice to it, so it's not like your average Eldlich trap deck with like a small branded engine. It's more like 50-50, but this is like my own original brew, so let's get into it. So you got 3 Aluber, search your branded spells and traps. And yeah, in this build, sometimes I'll be searching my traps more than my spells, but I'll get into that later. And the second effect is actually really good, where you can bring it back, negating an effect if your fusions die. So yeah, people forget that, but it's really good. Yeah, so I played a small Despia engine, it's just one tragedy. I don't play Dramaturge or Ad Libitum. You'll see why later. Yeah, just one tragedy. But I do play 3 of these, 3 bird, 2 effects. First one is a monster negate effect, negate. And the other one, when it's banished, you get to add a Fall of Albaz or a card that mentions it. And the cards that you want to go for is this and this, or the 2 Albaz. Yeah, this one's really good. Fall of Albaz is Fall of Albaz. This one, very important. You send your traps, your branded traps, and I'll get into that later. This one searches them, so that's pretty good. Now for this little package I have is the 2 Golden Lord, the 2 Sword, 1 Retribution. I could do some test hands in like a different video because it might take a while for the combos, but yeah, this one's really good because it brings back whatever's, I guess, like these guys, but you're mainly gonna bring back him after you banish him. I play Lord Darkness, so that's why I play 3, because I feel like this combo, it functions well with the Eldlich package. So yeah, and then obviously he can send these to the grave to summon him back. So that's why if you draw these, like, I'm not too like, I'm actually happy if I draw these cards, to be honest. So I pretty good. And the Retribution, it's either a Solemn Mourning or the Graveyard effect where you could add 1 back to your hand. You could add a spell trap back to your hand. So yeah, that comes up like every time, so it's really good. And then I do play the small, I mean, it's not small, but the 3 Outland. It's smaller than usual. Only 2 Sanguine, 2 Conquistador, 1 Hakiro, and I played 2 of the counter traps. So this build isn't like really like competitive. I try to just make like more fun and like combo based with the 2 engines. So like your board will probably end with like one of these, a Golden Lord, Mirror Jade, and like what else? And like a Mercurial in your hand, and like follow up for next turn, and like a Brandon Red set. So yeah, like it's more control. I feel like the other builds, they don't really focus on the branded stuff, but I really want to like dig deep with how can both coexist with each other as best as they can. Not just like 5 branded cards, but I actually play like, like this is like basically all branded cards. So yeah, I just want to go that route, and it functions well. It's it's fun. So that's my main focus of it. Just having fun. Next with the spell is just like the basics, 3 branded fusion, 2 opening. You could, because like the regular Eldlich branded decks play none, but I played 2. I was playing 3, but I think 2 is good in this build, because you don't want to brick on it. And now for the spice, you play 2 Lost. All right, decks don't even like some branded decks don't even play any of this, but I play 2. Usually people, if they do play it, they play 1, but I play 2 because you want to open this. Yeah, you want to open with this so you can search your Mercurier and then do some silly combos that make no sense. That like people's done it, but like it's not like common. Like people just go for like the regular Despia combos and like end with like 2 of the freaking burn guy and like a mirror jade. But this card's good because it helps your fusions go through, you know. So Ash is kind of like booty. So yeah. I play the 1 field spell, the 1 in red. The in red doesn't really come up, but like if you do send tragedy to the grave, you know, I guess that's the only way this will be live. And this card, it's usually live turn 1. So like I said, I'll probably show a test hands if you guys want. But yeah, this card is just poly, and the second effect is really good with like a Luber and like a fusion. Like you just keep on looping it. I played 3 Lord Darkness just because this card's good. Draw 2. Your opponent's never gonna Ash this, so it will always go through. And you play a bunch of darks, but your main target to banish is like either your tragedy or your Mercurier. But this build, I want to banish Mercurier more. So yeah, draw 2. And then the 1 Caught by the Grave and the 1 Gold Sark. Just, you know, Caught by the Grave is broken. Obviously, you know, either stop hand traps or banish your opponent's important monster in the grave. Turn that shit off. Sorry, turn it off. And then Gold Sark. An extra deck is really like whatever, honestly. Like I just kind of piled up like 15 random. I mean, it's not random, but you know, it's like the generic, you know, like 3 Albion, 2 Lu, 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Masquerade, 1 of this guy, the Tin Titan, and then the Tri Brigade. This one's really good. This one never really comes up. And the Predate Plant, and then the Starving Venom. So it's not really... Yeah, it's a very standard extra deck, I feel like. I don't have like the expensive ones like Chimera and like the other 2-headed new one that if you like, it's like a good super poly target. The one where it requires like the same attribute and like the same typing or something. Yeah, those are really good, obviously. But I'm just not in the budget right now, you know. I'm sticking to my budget basically with this build. That's why I don't play the pure version, because I don't have like the god cards like Chimera and like the 2-headed thing I was just mentioning. So I rather just play for fun and just build like a really interesting build, you know, like no one's really seen before. And yeah, I haven't seen anyone play like this at all. No one even plays this card, and like this card is kind of like booty, but like I made it like, it's fun because like I try and make it work. So yeah, that's the deck. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess, if you want. But yeah, peace.